Hello, my name is Mackenzie, and I have a story for you, and the story centers on communication and the impact of our words. At a particular institution that I was working for, I changed the hiring process, and it impacted the entire corporation. And so there was a big meeting that was scheduled, and all the power players were there, a room full of people. And here I am. I'm a young guy just in the profession, and I had my suit on, I had my briefcase. I'm thinking, yes, I'm going to knock this out the ballpark. And so doctors and nurses and other administrators were all there. And as soon as I walked through the door, a particular physician said, "What is that?" And he used the N-word, "doing here." And I just remembered two really strong thoughts came in. One, do I knock this guy out, or do I teach him something, right? And so this high that I was on suddenly became a very extreme low, and it made the environment very difficult for me to get across some of the things that I thought would really help them in their work in terms of hiring physicians and so forth and so on. And so I went on and did the program, and it turned out well to a degree. But I went to that particular physician and I said, "I would like to have a meeting with you, and I would like to have that meeting very soon." And so we did. And I went into his office and I said, "Sir, I heard what you said." And so there was all this backtracking. "Oh, no, denial, denial, denial." And I said, "My hearing is very good. And my question to you is, why did you feel the need to say it?" And then what came after that was, in this particular physician, it was instrumental. If he would say yes to something, a lot of others will fall into line. If he would say no to something, others will simply not take part of. And he began to tell me his story. And that story was so engaging. It's more than I wanted to know, but it helped me to understand that whatever we say or whatever we do is just not in a vacuum. It has an impact. There is a story behind everything. There's a story behind why we communicate. There's a story behind our leadership styles. And long story short, this physician became a strong advocate for the changes that I was initiating throughout the institution. First an adversary, and then became an advocate, because I started to relate to him on our stories, the way we communicated. Now, let me be clear. The word that he used, I absolutely think it was offensive, and I told him as such. He apologized and asked, how can I do better with my communication style? And was able to help him understand that there is both verbal and nonverbal communication, but more importantly, that our words have impact. So a bad situation turned into a good advocate for change.